What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go. Let's go. Bravo!
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Run. Big time drive. Let's go. My time.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here we go. Slack 20.
Nice, sweetheart.
Back. Slam. Middle.
Go.
Slack. What's that?
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Switch.
50.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Set. That Lobo. Keep it fire. Come on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. Cam Tucson. Come on. Ready.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hey, defense. Alert, alert. Jim. Shoot. Check the backer.
They'll run with Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
30. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
Snickers, 66.
53 is the mic. Watch.
Topper.
Open man is Switzer, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, Mike 53. Come on, come on, D. Hey,
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd and 11.
Set, like 5. Check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check 13. Check 13.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers 3, Browns nothing.
Set. 180. 53 at the mark. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. See these two. Check. Crunch. 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 He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you.
Here's Foreman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating?
Here we go.
The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
44. Let's go. Takes both of them. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Y'all not ready. Check 99. These 2. Buzz. Be ready. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
All right, now, black 20. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Joker. Alert, alert. No spacing.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Block 80! Line 36. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Ben to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Back to throw. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ryan Shazier able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 2nd and 3. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. There he goes left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Take 4, take 4.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A quick throw complete to Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Black 20. 53, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Whip. Here we go. Shit. Black.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One last shot for Roethlisberger, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.